this should be a heated battle down low. Both teams, Clark, pride themselves on rebounding.
And we know rebounding is one of the key factors along with turnovers, field goal percentage, and free throws in terms of determining the outcome of a game. So we'll keep an eye on the rebounding battle in this one because that is the strength of both of these teams.
And now the New York Knicks starters. Hart is out there with OG Anunoby. Then there's Towns, then it's Bridges, and it's Brunson in at the 1. And this has got to be, Clark, one of the best offenses in Knicks franchise history.
Yeah, you look at the two-man game between Brunson and Town, Kevin, and it's virtually unstoppable. And they've got the defenders to hold up at the other end as well. This is a rock-solid crew.
Mitchell Robinson's checked in for New York. Brunson the pass to Towns. Good on the bucket.
For a big guy like Towns to have that mid-range game in his bag, that's a big-time weapon for their offense.
And the basket by Castle.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
So it's the Spurs now after Mikal Bridges missing his last shot. Outside, Fox. Here's Wembanyama. And the 3 off target. Here in the first, a little over a minute played so far. Back to Hart, right wing. Brunson kicks to Robinson. Just 5 to shoot. And Brunson gets it to go.
There's Brunson once again paying attention. He does not give anything away.
Spurs have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Vassell, the pass to Wembanyama. And it's in there. Wembanyama's got his second basket of the game.
Boy, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
And you know what? They're going to keep using him. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
Offensive rebound. Here's Robinson. No good with the layup.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on him.
Back to Vassell. Here's Castle. And the 3 ball is good. Castle's got 5.
Something Castle continues to work on. It's crucial that he becomes more consistent from deep.
Robinson kicks to Brunson.
New York foul. Jalen Brunson. First personal foul.
First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. A pass to Fox. Back to Wembanyama. Good, and it's Fox who picks up the assist. 6 points for Victor Wembanyama.
And this is what you want to see. Wembanyama attacking with authority inside.
And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. Clark, one thing about Mitchell Robinson, he has got great rim protection, rebounding, and a nice sense on the floor of what to do.
Yeah, he's a big guy that really wreaks havoc on the glass. I mean, his size, jumping ability, and timing, along with his nose for the ball, forget about trying to keep him on the glass. He's getting offensive rebounds, and he's an excellent finisher, rolling out of picks for the lob.
Displaying intensity right off the opening tip, especially on the offensive end.
Tell you what, forget about easing into the game. They came out with guns blazing.
Knicks trail by 10. Brunson from deep 3-point range. The long distance 3 is buried.
The deep shot there by Brunson. You got to admire how confident that young man is. And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
Old school D right there, just telling them no easy layups. It's as simple as that. And that's what you expect from them.
And joining us now by phone is insider Shams Charania with some news. Shams, give it to us.
Thanks, guys. The Spurs are ecstatic to welcome back their superstar big man, Victor Wembanyama. And he actually spent 10 days this summer training with monks in China, and he continues to embrace unorthodox training methods. Guys, perhaps appropriate given his unusual stature.
He's got that curiosity. All right, Shams, thanks for the update. Spurs leading by 3. It's Vassell on the wing. Wembanyama finds Fox.
Knicks foul.
And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown so far for the Spurs.
And guys, I love the movement. Doing a great job of just getting the ball on a string, creating some opportunities.
Something else they're doing well tonight, guys, lots of points in the paint. Something to continue to keep our eye on.
Now here's Towns. 5 points in the game. Clock at 6. Bridges for 3. They double him with Wembanyama. And we're going to have a jump ball. It's tied up there. And it's the Knicks with the ball. Towns, the pass to Brunson. 5 to shoot. Launches a 3. Rebound, San Antonio. Here's Fox, and it's Fox with the jam.
How about the vertical from Fox? Throwing it down with authority. Go get it, young fella.
It's Hart on the wing. That falls. Nice feed that time from Brunson.
Punch, counter punch. Impressive offensive production early on.
Hey, guys, this is going to be fun now. I mean, we've got ourselves a shootout on tap here.
The Spurs have been solid at the line so far. 4 for 4.
And typically a strength of theirs, 79% on the season.
And, guys, that's really an upgrade over how they shot last season. Not a huge upgrade, but an upgrade nonetheless.
And so it's Victor Wembanyama making things happen for San Antonio. He notched 8 points in the... And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And looking at what we've seen from the Spurs so far, guys, what do you think?
Impressive start. They came in with a well-conceived game plan and have executed.
Yeah, you know what? Makes it really easy for the coaching staff in that case. No adjustments needed. Just keep on keeping on.
And New York, looking at who they've got. They've got Hart. Mitchell Robinson out there with Karl Anthony Towns. Then it's Jalen Brunson. And it's Bridges in at the 2. And the rejection by Wembanyama. Pass to Champagnie. Back to Vassell. On the wing, Fox. Vassell outside. From outside, off the mark.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Come get it, come get it.
A screen dunk by Robinson.
Oh, just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball.
Somebody you can count on. He is an extremely reliable finisher.
Let's check in now with our Allie LaForce, who's got a story for us. Allie?
Thank you. Karl Anthony Towns is now familiar with the ethos of this Knicks team. He said they're gritty, they find a way to win, they never quit, bringing that New York mentality every single night. It's something that you recognize when you get to live in that kind of a culture. Back over to you, Kevin.
They are relentless. All right, Allie, we appreciate the report. Whistle blows, basket is good. So a chance here for a 3-point play. Some say, Clark, the game has lost its physicality, with fewer fouls called on average than in any previous decade.
You know, I don't necessarily fully agree with that, Kevin. Sure, the game is still physical. Some of the hard fouls, and because the game was played closer to the basket in the past, lent itself to more fouls being called and more bumping and thumping. It's more perimeter oriented now, but I don't know if it's necessarily less physical. And I don't actually mind fewer foul calls. I like the players being able to play and put the ball in the basket as much as possible.
And there's the foul. It's on Jalen Brunson. That will get him his 4th foul of the game.
And really just a great play to sacrifice his body and take the charge.
Heads up action there. Reading the play and then beating him to the spot. Well done.
And there's the whistle on the shot. Took the foul, shot misses. He'll be shooting 2.
Maybe the most hyped teenager since LeBron James. Wembanyama is the poster child for upside.
We're just over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. And it's out of bounds. The Knicks able to retain possession here.
Great instincts from him to get a hand on that pass and tip it out.
And, you know, even though they didn't come up with the steal, that's still a nice defensive play.
A great defense. Vassell is so versatile, and he's a player who can guard all 5 positions.
Pass to Castle. And Wembanyama outside. Towns with the steal. Bridges kicks to Brunson. Outside Robinson. Now Bridges. Castle covering. To the right side. Shot clock at 6. From deep, Brunson. Poked away. It goes out of bounds. Last touch by Castle. 1:31 left here in the second. Hart the pass to Towns.
And it's Wembanyama's size that makes him a potent defensive presence.
And the Knicks miss again. The offensive skill set for Karl Anthony Towns, Greg is a 7-footer, is very special, to say the least.
The outstanding shooting, the post play, and he's worked on his defense. He may never be elite at that end, but he ignites in offense. Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher, and Coach knows it.
Showing no signs of slowing or cooling down. They're going to ride him as far as he can take him.
The size, reach, the bucket is right there for Victor inside.
Here's Brunson. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. Clark, how about the spark Jalen Brunson is brought to these Knicks?
Yeah, I tell you, I didn't see it coming in terms of how good Jalen Brunson has been, Kevin. I mean, I knew he was great in college, and I knew he would be a good pro, but to be kind of a franchise player, that's more than I expected. Playoff runs in all 3 years for Brunson in New York. Boy, he's giving the franchise a jolt for sure, and he's a joy to watch.
It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Hart, no good.
You can't look at the result of that shot. They'll take that whenever they get it.
Well, you know, I hear you. That's a good look, but when you're that wide open, I think you got to knock it down.
Bridges finds Hart. A 3. Jalen Brunson has been on display for the Knicks. He ends up dropping in 2 from distance, making a difference from long range in this one. Back to the action in just a minute.
Your Spurs Youth Dance Team.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
We welcome you back. Ernie Johnson with Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith. Quite the tussle there in the first half, huh? New York holding the upper hand after the first 2 quarters. They have a 2-point lead. Kenny, what was your impression? And that's a wrap.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. You know, Jalen Brunson has been exceptional here, guys. Wow.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look he wanted.
Well, you know what, guys? It was all about efficient offense, not rushing things, taking your time, finding the best shot on every possession.
Fox and Castle are their guards. Then there's Devin Vassell. Then there's Wembanyama. And it's Champagnie in at the 4 slot. And that's the 5 to begin the second half for Mitch Johnson.
And sometimes the fundamentals are all you need. Vassell drawing the foul with the pump fake.
So far, he's hit all of his shots at the foul line, going 4 for 4.
And with a percentage of 82, he's been one of their more dependable shooters from the line.
And, guys, that's an increase in his free throw percentage from last year. Maybe not a large one, but it is a little bit higher, so you've got to like that progress.
Here's Fox, and it's Fox with the jam.
And you know Vassell at the defensive end, always a threat to pick your pocket.
Runs in the pass to Bridges. The 3 ball. A rebound by the Spurs. Wembanyama's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Castle, no one around him. Off target with his 3. New York's gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. New York, no good that time either.
Look, when the defense leaves the mid-range open like that, you got to punish them, or they'll keep letting you shoot it.
And Wembanyama throws it down.
And a monster game for Wemby with the matchup issues he creates. I'm not sure anyone in this league can stop him when he's on.
Really well done there. Just confident and composed, never in a hurry.
Fox finds Wembanyama. They double-team Wembanyama. Second shot opportunity, and he sinks the layup. Wembanyama has got 17.
Second chance points always hurt. Just not enough effort to block out.
Hey, guys standing around spectating, I mean, you got to get in there and get tough.
Here's Towns. Hart the pass to Robinson. 6 on the shot clock. Towns. That shot no good. Good defense by Wembanyama. And now let's swing it over to Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Thanks, guys. Well, De'Aaron Fox is trying to dial in as a lockdown defender, and he said, I want to be that type of guy. Go out there, guard people, and be someone that people don't want to put in action because you blow actions up. And then at the end of the day, still being able to get to work on offense. Back to you, Kevin.
You love that mentality. Okay, Allie, thanks. And Fox gets it to go.
Man, I like how confident Fox is inside. I mean, awesome, absolutely awesome getting good positioning close to the basket.
Brunson barreling in. Lays it up off the glass. Brunson's got 4 points this quarter.
Well, that's the goal of pick and roll. Get that separation you need.
Vassell, the pass to Wembanyama. Got a piece of it. And it's out of bounds. The Spurs able to retain possession here. A little under 2.5 minutes off the clock now here in the third. To the inside. The kick out to Fox. Just 2 to shoot. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over.
And you can tolerate gaffes like that sometimes, but in a close game, man, I tell you what, that really hurts.
And here's Brunson. He'll bring it up for the Knicks. Trailing by 2. Pass to Towns. New York moving the ball around for the tie. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. So, Clark, let me ask you, what makes Karl Anthony Towns stand out as a perimeter big man?
Well, I think first and foremost, his shooting ability for a big guy is unique. I mean, he can shoot it with the best of three-point shooters and from deep. Not many big guys can do that. He can put it on the floor. He's an excellent free throw shooter. He can shoot shots off the dribble as a big guy. And he can go old school and play bully ball. So, I mean, you factor in that combination of toolkit, that's pretty impressive for a guy that's almost 7 feet tall.
Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. Like one of the better two-way wings in the NBA, Mikal Bridges.
Yeah, he's a versatile defender. Has really improved offensively recently, in my estimation. Was second in Defensive Player of the Year voting one time, and over time, like I said, I think he's really added to and rounded out his offensive game. Fox really interested in making his teammates better, and he does it with his passing.
41 seconds left in the third. It's Hart on the wing, and it's going to be out of bounds. The Spurs will take it. The Spurs with the lead. Pass to Champagnie. Towns with the steal. Hart with it. He's got 6. Towns with it. Now guarded by Wembanyama. Clock at 6. Brunson against Fox. The shot's good from Brunson. Brunson's got 22. Guys, close one here. No team getting a huge advantage.
Yeah, tooth and nail fight so far, guys. These sides match up really well. Those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Craig. Everybody on that bench.
Making a statement for sure. I mean, we'll see if they can maintain that aggressive.
And the game still closely contested as we end the third quarter. Spurs lead by 1. And after a quick break, we're going to come right back with the start of the fourth quarter. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
For me, next to the big-time alley-oops and monster throwdowns, passes like that are probably the next best thing when it comes to sweet-looking NBA highlights.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. And on the floor for New York here in the fourth. They've got Towns, Jalen Brunson out there with Bridges. Then it's Mitchell Robinson. And it's Hart in at the 3, the small forward. The Knicks trailing. Hart, right side. And Hart throws it down.
Oh, an aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think.
That's exactly how you send it. 2 hands and down.
Back to Castle, to the paint. Here's Wembanyama. Castle finds Vassell. And he drives in.
Castle's so good up and down the lane.
Fourth quarter just getting started. 1 minute in the books. Brunson the pass to Hart. Brunson against Fox. Back to Hart from downtown. Wembanyama with the rebound. And they are really racking up the assists in this one.
And their team chemistry is evident. These guys enjoy playing with one another.
One of his specialties on display there. A nifty lead pass.
Knicks trail by 3. Brunson with it. Out guarded by Fox. Bridges for 3. Brunson kicks to Bridges. Outside, Towns. Back to Bridges. Shot clock at 5. New York needs to get off a shot. Robinson, that's good.
And you want him taking big shots for you in big moments. That one was as easy as it gets.
Well, you don't want to give him any open shots at this stage. Never mind a layup. Come on now. My goodness.
And now we'll get perspective here on how the hustle game has been going for the Knicks.
And they've shown great focus on the defensive end, putting constant pressure on the ball and really disruptive in terms of what they've done defensively.
And I've also noticed how opportunistic they've been off turnover, doing a really good job taking advantage of the opponent's mistakes.
Pass to Champagnie. Shakes him, and that's 2 points on the lead.
I can't figure out why they aren't going to him more. I mean, he's scoring the ball well for him.
Brunson with a clean look, and a miss there on the triple.
You know he wants that one back, right in his wheelhouse.
Vassell, the pass to Champagnie. Here's Castle, and there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
And so far in the second half, this has been a different kind of game than what we saw early on.
No question about it. I mean, these teams are really battling hard now.
And Robinson is right there. Robinson's got the game tied up here for the Knicks.
Smooth. Guys, very good job getting himself in close enough that he could just tip it back in.
Well said. Those kind of plays in the offensive glass can tell the story sometimes, can't they?
Yes, they can. They can't allow him to beat them to too many more of those.
Here's Bridges. The putback. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. Towns has got the lead up to 2 now for the Knicks.
That's what I'm talking about right there. Game on the line. Towns lets nothing stand in the field.
And one of our featured players tonight earns our player of the game, Jalen Brunson.
And I love that it's been a hard-charging performance. Jump shots have been kind of an afterthought. His main goal has been to attack the rim and put the D in some tough spots and also finishing strong.
And let's go to the sideline. Here's Allen.
Over the last break, I listened in on Mitch Johnson's huddle. Coach wasn't very animated in this tight game, but asked this of his team: how bad do you want it? Right now, this is all about who wants it more. So go out there and take it, guys.
Thank you once again, Allie. And Hart has it in the corner. Down low. Unable to get that one. Good defense by Wembanyama. Inside. Oh, wow! A huge basket to tie the game.
Oh, you just love seeing a player with absolutely no fear.
Cool, calm, collected, and confident in the biggest moment of the game? Yes.
Brunson kicks to Bridges. New York moving the ball around. Pass to Brunson. Oh, no good.
Staying strong inside. Brunson going right into the coverage to get the call.
He hits the first one, and that gives them the lead. And so both free throws are good. It's a two-point ball game.
Yeah, free throws put them in an excellent position to win this thing now. It's all in the hands of the D.
Time called here. The Spurs decide to talk it over. They're down by 2. There's 14 seconds left in the game. Guys, your thoughts?
Big chance here to tie it with a bucket.
A critical possession, no doubt. We'll see what they draw up.
It's the first that narrows the gap to 1. He's perfect from the line this time.
You can't have any more pressure on you than he had at the line right there. Shows you what he's made up as he's able to tie it up.
New York calls timeout. It's tied at 58. 11 seconds left in the fourth quarter. 11 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Robinson finds Hart. Bridges outside. Over Castle. And regulation now complete. We will go to overtime.